ageist policies, ageist systems, and other evil activities, and age segregation and all these problems in the entire world has been going on for way too long because of people such as Rockefeller that they should have never, ever let be a part of none of this stuff to do with government, but they did. And they still have schools around, still promoting violence against innocent people because the schools being around. Schools are a major problem. Just treat people like property. And, well, I'm not gonna mention all of it, but schools are terrible. They get people put in CPS custody if they don't go to schools, and they get people abused. Like many people. So gotta be afraid, gotta be scared for their lives. Gotta be put in danger because of these systems, which is unnecessary to exist. They do not teach, they do not offer no damn education. All they offer is harsh prison like ageist environments. Well, they treat people like pets. They separate human beings from other human beings. Except for when they want to hire somebody such as a teacher, which is a trained stalker to stalk people and cause problems. And sometimes even do terrible stuff to people behind their backs. It's not right to use the words adult. Really? Not really. More appropriate words, if they would have been small to come up with ones, would have been older individual or younger individual or middle individual, or just based saying by a person's age, instead of using offensive words such as small-minded individuals, aka MINO. And I don't even want to finish the last letter of that word, but it's a very ageist law that should be removed at all costs, regardless of what anybody else thinks. There's been too much evil in this world, too much ageism in this world, and people like Rockefeller that screwed up society big time should have been put in prison to begin with. Stuff has gotten out of hand in modern day society, but everybody could change this if they decide to get rid of all of this stuff in the future. Get rid of it. Delete it out of society. Get rid of it completely. Leaving no trace at all to schools, ageism, and utter evil. Because of what Rockefeller and other criminals have developed. People talk bad about ICE, but they don't talk bad about CPS as much. Well, let me tell you something. CPS is a hell of a lot like ICE. Both of them kidnap people. ICE kidnaps anybody that's immigrant. Well, CPS is an ageist group of criminals that kidnap people too. Both of them are just alike. There ain't no too much differences. Not really no differences in most of the stuff they do. They cause terrorism, cause kidnappings, they cause deaths even. People who do not believe this should go look it up. I know PC. Look up about CPS stuff, and they should be able to find out about a lot of stuff. There's not too much issues behind it. But systems like Truancy that treats people like property and pets should have never even been a thing to begin with. ought to be the human's right, the human's choice, and the humans should have the voice to say whatever the hell they want to. There should be nothing that says that a store is an adult store or nothing. Every human being is a human being regardless of what anybody else says. Anybody that opposes this is ageist, discriminative, and don't know what they're talking about, really. Kind of like Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, which was not very good politicians or not very good presidents, regardless of what anybody says. They supported death, and they supported another form of death, aka abortion, which is not good. And they promoted evil systems like Truancy, going around kidnapping people and abusing people, which is also not good. It should have never been tolerated to begin with, but it was. By systems that should have never tolerated it. And then there was a problem with moderation systems, abusing people's rights and freedoms and freedom of speech that was supposed to have been a thing since the very beginning of time. But it's not too much of one right now. I wouldn't be surprised if this video got taken down because of somebody like me that know what the hell they're talking about and speaking out and saying stuff about this bullshit. So many problems. Even problems, well, places isn't vibrant, welcoming, nice, colorful, beautiful. Like, why does a lot of places gotta be so bland and stuff? I mean, not all places is like this. Like, Mexico's actually doing better than the United States on this one, but most countries are failing to get rid of their ageist laws, policies, and problems that they have had for way too long. I actually think Afghanistan's got more freedom and rights than the US and Mexico. Because kids, or anybody, any age, have a bit more freedom of walk. Or stuff like that. I mean, not as much jobs as they should, but at least a little bit. There should be more volunteering-like systems instead of, no, you can't do it because you're a certain age. There is no difference at all between most of the people that's from ages 10 years old to 19, kind of like from 20 to 29, or from 30 to 39, or from 40 to 49. I mean, maybe a little bit of differences, but humans don't change as rapidly as what some people says in age. It takes a lot longer. There's a lot of difference between 90-year-olds and, let's say, like 4-year-olds, or from between 20-year-olds or 90-year-olds, but not as much from within, like, let's say, a 14-year-old's age difference or something like that. Which is also a thing people do not take responsibly or think responsibly about, or like think about it using the right kind of mind for it. People do talk bad about Nazis and stuff, but there's a lot of bad systems today too, such as ICE, schools, even sometimes judges in certain places. That's pretty bad from time to time. Bye, mates.